Hey y'all, and welcome to Routeless, the podcast for the career dreamers, the late bloomers, and the what am I doing with my life crowd. I'm your host, Gracekasprak, and here we get real about the messy, winding, and totally unpredictable journey of figuring it all out. Each week I sit down with someone who's somewhere along the path, some who found their path, and some who are still paving it. And we talk about the real stuff, doubt, risk, passion, purpose, all of it. So if you're craving clarity, connection, or just a reminder that you're not alone in this, you're in the right place. So let's get into it. Hey, Maddie.
Hi, Gracie.
This is so exciting.
This is wild.
So update for all of you 10 subscribers. Maddie was actually on the second episode ever of this podcast, but pre-podcast. So I started it at one point and then it didn't take off. I didn't take it off. I didn't let the plane take off. Now I've let your boundaries. The plane take off, and Maddie's back. We're also
still nervous.
LOL. But we're back. We're in Austin, so that's the scenery change. You've gotten quite the upgrade, obviously, from my tiny little office built in the 80s to this magnificent house built in the 2015 something like that. So for your visual aspect, you're welcome. I mean, Maddie's here too, so what an angel to be staring at. The beauty is just don't stare too long, you might go blind.
Between me and the house, and
yeah,
you can't see, but the view,
you might be able to see it in the background here. Take your peek over there. Yeah, all that jazz. Anyway, this is Maddy Nuessner.
Gassing me up.
She's my absolute best friend.
Same.
And we don't get to see each other all that often, but she has such a cool career story to tell. It has taken quite the twist and turns, and she's honestly one of the most interesting people, I think, to talk about this with, because you're ever changing. First, you're ever changing.
I am ever changing.
Secondarily, you're not afraid to just do something else when you don't like it, and there's very few people that I feel live that way.
Well, why be miserable in a position? I change it based off my interests. I change my job or career based on my interests. And
your interests
if there's
change.
nothing else to move up to, then I went back to school and I shifted.
Yeah, exactly.
And now I open up a whole new world.
I know.
I can do anything.
I know. But we're gonna take it way back. We're gonna take it way back. I'm talking Mansfield.
Mansfield.
Yeah.
That's way back.
Taking it way back. So from the age of 1 to 7, hit me there.
Roughly.
What did your life look like?
I mean, 1 to 7, we lived in my parents' second house ever in Mansfield, Texas. Pretty normal life. I mean, nothing really too out of the ordinary. We probably, when I was about 7 or 8, we moved to another house, still in Mansfield, but a little bit nicer house. So I was like, okay.
Did you have both your siblings by then?
Mm-mm.
No.
Ridge was born in the second house.
Okay.
Lauren and I were still there. My sister and I are only a year and a half apart.
Yeah.
Or less. A little bit less.
Yeah. Practically Irish twins.
Basically.
Yeah.
My brother was born in Mansfield, but 10 years after. I was 10 years old when he was born. So,
you and Ridge are 10 years apart? Mm-hmm. That is crazy.
Yeah. And I didn't realize that Maddie has a sister that's also 10 years younger than her.
Yeah, that one doesn't click for me because I don't actually know what her younger sister's real name is, but I know her nickname is Chum. And Chum, she's the coolest 18-year-old I've ever met in my life.
Sick.
She doesn't act like she's 18. She's so up with it, but she knows all the music that we grew up with. She's up with everything that we knew.
Because she had Maddie and Lizzie.
Yeah, exactly. But that's just such a weird thing for me to conceptualize 10 years apart, because when I think 10 years apart, that's me and my older brother. That's Ben.
Yeah.
Ben, in my head, he's 40. He's an old man in my head, even though he's not. Even though he's
he might almost be.
He's like 36.
Getting up there, Ben.
I know. 36? No way. He's old. Anyway, but he's not that old. But when I conceptualize the age gap or like the life gap between me and my oldest brother, and then I think of the age gap between you and Ridge, like, it feels far, but it doesn't feel like crazy. But the age gap between me and my oldest brother feels crazy. Like, he's lived so much life.
Even thinking about it, like, the age gap between you and Ben seems like a lot more. Mm-hmm. But I also, like, didn't grow up. Like, we met in high school.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't grow up around him.
Yeah.
So he's always just been, like...
Exactly.
Ben. Like, a distant idea.
Yeah. And it might just be because your siblings are younger. So it's like, you know, there's so much life change that happens in your 20s and your 30s.
Yeah.
And there's not as much life change that happens in, like, you know, your teenage years and then, like, beginning early 20s. Like, of course there's life change. You go through stuff. But, like,
yeah.
the stuff, I mean, 30s and 40s, you're having kids. You're buying houses. Your career's stable. You're, like, doing well more than I've ever been doing in my 20s. You know what I mean?
I can't even imagine.
I know.
But I don't even notice the age gap now, more or less. Like, when he was younger, like, we couldn't have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, because he wasn't...
You guys
he
had
was
nothing
too
in
interested
common.
in, like, Minecraft.
Yeah.
And I was in college.
Yeah.
But now, like, he's 16.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting to that point where it's like we can have an actual conversation and like not get tired of each other, or I totally tune out of the conversation because it's about video games or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we're friends.
Yeah.
We're siblings.
Exactly.
But, like, we're closer now than we were when he was 3, 4, 5, like,
absolutely
way younger.
Yeah. And I think the older you get, the more things, like, smush together, you know? So it's like...
Definitely.
The more you do have in common, and even if you don't have things in common, the more you can be an adult and, like, have a conversation with them. But when they're that young, it's hard to relate when you're that far out of that phase.
Yeah. I even think about, like, my aunts and uncles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when we were kids, it was like, oh my gosh, Uncle Jamie, so old. And now, like, we're going and hanging out with him regularly. Like, I mean, he's in Arkansas, but, like,
still,
it's like, oh wow, like, you're old, but you're kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm not old, but, you know.
Yeah. There's more relatability.
Yeah.
The more life you live.
As you grow, like, there's more relatability for sure.
So, being in Mansfield younger, which, giving the audience a little backtrack.
Yes.
Maddie and I drove to go see this house.
Yes.
At one point. We woke up one morning and you were like, there's an open house at my old house. And we drove to Dallas that day. Just for fun to go see the house. And then we drove back. That was it.
I saw that story a lot, actually.
And that was such a fun day. But I did get to see a little bit of where you grew up. So at that time in your life, you know, you were a little more outside of the city. You were still in a suburb. Mm-hmm. But, like, you were still in a subdivision kind of area. But I'm sure Mansfield back then was a lot less populated and exposed to everything. And so I feel like what comes with that is a lack of exposure to, like, what your possibilities are.
I can see that. Yeah.
So, like, when you were at that age, what did you want to be? Did you have any clue?
My mom will tell you that from when I was a kid, like, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a vet. I feel like everybody wanted to be a vet when they were a kid. I even thought about... Last week, I took my cat to the vet, and I was like, maybe I should go back to vet school.
Oh, my gosh.
Too late now.
Is about to finish her master's in nursing.
It's too late to go back to vet school. I don't really know. I knew I wanted to be in the medical field. Mm-hmm. My mom's in the medical field.
Was it because your mom was in the medical field, or did something, like, spark that for
At
you?
that point, nothing sparked it. I think I just saw, like, my dad in trucking and my mom in the medical field. And I was like, there's a lot of possibility in the medical field. Of course, when I'm, like, 10 or 11, I'm not thinking of how many different avenues I can take to get into the medical field. I was just like, oh, that's what I do.
That's what mom does.
That's what mom does.
Yeah.
I didn't personally want to go into trucking. So
I don't think anyone as a child thinks about going. I mean, like, there might be some kids that are like, I want to drive a big truck.
Yeah.
Your dad doesn't drive
No.
trucks. Your dad just works in transportation.
yes.
And so it's like, no one ever, that's the kind of job that you grow up in. People are like, what does your dad do? And you're like, I don't know.
Beats me.
I really don't know. But he works hard.
Yeah. He's always
He works
worked
hard, but I can't explain it to you what he does because I don't know.
But
myself.
it runs in the family.
I didn't know that.
Everybody on my dad's side of the family, most people work in the trucking industry.
I had no clue.
His 2 brothers and their wives, and
Same company?
so my dad, my uncle, and his wife all work for FedEx.
Okay.
And then my other uncle and his wife both work for JB Hunt.
Of course.
Based out of
they live in Arkansas.
I think
Lead Hill specifically.
no, they live in Fayetteville.
Oh, sorry.
They
Never
live in
mind,
Rogers,
guys.
actually. But
Not Lead Hill.
the ones that works for FedEx do live in Lead Hill,
there you go.
close to it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of his cousins work in trucking. I don't know. It like runs in that side of the family.
That's so interesting.
Same with Miguel's family. They're all truckers.
I had no clue.
We're like in the trucking industry. It's crazy. It's logistics is such a like huge
It is.
industry that
Well, I mean, they have to get everything that we consume, and it's America, so that's a lot
yes.
from point A to point B somehow.
Yeah. It didn't seem interesting to me.
You didn't want to get a CDL? I mean, that just seems
at one point,
so appealing.
When I was at Arkansas, I thought about dropping out so bad. I did not like I didn't not like college. Mm-hmm. I liked it for the friends.
That's
and
fair.
then I found public health, and then I was really passionate about it.
Hi. Pausing, sorry.
No.
And then we'll jump right back
Okay.
in because it's right on topic with that. But I was just speaking to someone the other day. Sorry, I'm congested. I was just speaking with someone the other day about how there's like a burnout phase of the first 1 years of college because you're doing everything that's prerequisite. And
Everything's the same.
Everything is the same that you learned in high school, except harder.
Yeah.
And you're not finding your niche in there. Like, you're not specializing in the thing that interests you. You're doing all the things. And therefore, those years, it's like, if you don't make it through, it's a straight shot to burnout because you're doing so many things that you're not good at, but you're paying so much money to do them.
I don't have any statistical background on this, but I bet the first 2 years is when most people drop out.
Oh, yeah. The turnover
Because
probably is more intense.
It's not fun. Yeah, the partying and being on your own is fun, but like the class itself, like the first 2 years, you're not in your major.
You're not in the classes that you chose to take.
Yeah.
You're taking like algebra, or like I took finite twice because I couldn't get it right. You're in your
can't believe you did
language
that.
classes. You're in like your, I don't know, what else?
I mean, I
science,
took chems and bios.
your
and it's
English.
like advanced comp. What?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
actually probably the only
Given.
class I did good in.
I did really like advanced comp.
Yeah.
But the
Finite,
others,
though, sucked.
I don't even know what that means.
Finite is like a mixture of like algebra and geometry together. It was tragic.
I did
And
not
they
take
made you
that.
take it on that online thing called Alex. Did you ever have to use that?
I did have to use that. I don't remember for what or for what class. But you just brought back a memory that I didn't know I forgot.
Yeah, that is the sole reason I failed the first time. Yeah. Yeah, the sole reason I failed
College
the
is
first
crazy.
time. Anyway, back to transportation. We were talking about trucking. You said there was a time that you wanted to drop out in college.
There was a time when I did not want to finish college. I told my parents I was going to drop out and go be an EMT, paramedic. I told my dad, I was like, I just want to travel the country. I'll just become a truck driver. And he's like, no. No offense to any of the female truck drivers out there. I'm
Y'all
sure
are
it's a great
badasses.
position.
Let's hit that.
But he brought up the point where it's like, you want to see the country, but you're going to be driving at night.
Yeah.
You're going to be driving on highways through the middle of cities. Like
Yeah.
it's not going to be fun. it's also, for women generally, it's
more
very dangerous.
Yeah.
Still think it would be a fun experience, though.
I would do like one trip.
Let's just rent an RV.
Yeah, you could just drive your own vehicle across the country.
That is true.
Yeah.
Drive for just like 12 hours straight.
Yeah.
12, 14 hours straight.
I've done it. I did it to North Carolina, and I did it from Texas to Montana.
That's wild.
Honestly, Texas to Montana was fun.
What's the longest drive that you have taken?
Like, without stopping?
I guess Texas to Montana would be
Yeah,
the longest.
I mean, that is clear cut across the country.
That is north, south.
That is the entire country, up to down.
How long did that take you?
Like 4 days. But like, I mean, we stopped. Like, we made it enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't make it miserable for myself because I wasn't on like a super timeline. So yeah, part of it, I think it was the way up. My mom came with me for a portion of it because I was bored. The way back, I think it was all me.
Lots of Red Bull. Well, you don't.
I don't drink caffeine.
So
No.
lots of matcha.
No. Honestly, this is super illegal. Please don't do this. I would turn my car on autopilot because I had my Tesla at the time, and I would play Netflix.
Oh. Allegedly.
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 Sorry, but when you're in the state of Wyoming and there's 3 cars on the street and it's straight shot, it's better for me to be watching the road and listening to Grey's Anatomy than falling asleep at the wheel.
I feel that.
That's just
even
safer.
on my drives to Houston, I would turn on. It was like Grey's Anatomy or like Suits or Law and Order. Allegedly. Allegedly. Because it's like, don't want to fall asleep.
Yeah, you
But
need
then
something to entertain you, just enough to where it's like I'm awake, I'm in it, but not enough to where it's like I'm locked in.
Like,
you know,
I'm not gonna
watching
watch
the screen.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
Where you have to pay attention.
Yes.
But Grey's Anatomy that I've seen
5 times,
6 times
through. Yeah,
not all the way. I refuse to watch the later seasons.
I haven't
so
seen any
bad.
of them, but
None.
no. You know,
Oh.
I haven't seen any of the later
not worth
seasons.
it.
Sorry, I've
not worth
seen
it.
1 through what
20.
20 multiple
18?
times. Yeah. Probably, I'd say like 15 multiple times, and then anything past that is kind of wish-washy.
Yeah, I've seen probably one. They're still going.
Yeah.
It's like season 24.
And what's her name is still in it.
I think Meredith's gone now this season.
Really?
I think so. I think she finally
bit the bullet.
Now, don't quote me on that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But I'm pretty sure she's like not
she's
in
gone.
there anymore.
So there's no one. There's no one from the original cast now.
There's some people from like the later seasons that were like still good, that still show up every now and then. And I think Meredith Grey does like cameos.
Yeah.
But the production quality of Grey's Anatomy has just gone so downhill.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
Well, they kind of don't have like anything to do. Like you've done every scenario.
You've saved every person's life.
Literally, at least twice at this point.
It's, yeah. I would say since COVID or the year before COVID, production quality completely down. Because it used to be so like realistic.
It did.
The lighting was great.
You were really
whatever.
involved. You were really involved, and like it was produced so well,
so good,
that you felt like you knew every twist and turn of the hospital.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like there was daily life clutter. Like
yeah,
it was staged super well. These newer seasons, it looks like a novella. Like
too neat.
It looks too neat. It's all white light. The acting is horrible.
Oh,
no offense, but I don't know. I don't have any interest in watching the new seasons.
Anyway, none of this is the point here.
None of this is the point.
So at one point you thought you were going to drop out. Let's bring it way back though. So you said at one point you wanted to be a vet. Then, as every child does, you switched. And you said, okay, something in the medical field. Because your mom was in the medical field and you were not interested in transportation because, well, it's transportation. So, at that age, then it was like y'all moved to Austin, right?
We moved to Georgia.
You moved
for
to Georgia,
6 months,
right? I forgot about that.
For my mom's work.
Mm-hmm. What did your mom do?
She worked in surgery. She worked in spine surgery, orthopedic spine surgery.
Wow. She's a nurse?
She's a physician assistant.
Right.
Yeah.
I already knew that. I was just acting on the question. Anyway.
Perfect. Yes. My mom is a physician assistant. She worked in orthopedic spine surgery. She didn't like it. We were still young. Like, my sister and I were in, like, elementary/middle school. My brother was, like, 1 year old, and she was gone 12, 13, 14 hours a day.
Wow.
So it was basically my dad taking care of us.
Yeah.
So after 6 months, she was like, peace
done.
out.
Yeah.
We moved back to Mansfield, back to the house that we went to see. Mm-hmm. Not for long.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know the exact timeline.
Okay.
But I know we moved back to that house, and then very shortly after moved to Austin in 6th grade.
Okay, cute.
Yeah. Very.
Okay, so 6th grade, you made your entrance into Austin.
Yeah.
How was that transition? Do you remember?
Yeah. I remember, like, when I was younger, because we moved houses so much.
Yeah.
We were always moving schools. Whether it's from, like, elementary, in the DFW area, they have intermediate schools. So it was like, I moved to, like, 3 elementary schools, and then the intermediate school, and then we moved to Georgia, where we went to another school, and we moved back to Mansfield, I think. No. Anyways.
Okay.
And then we moved to Austin. So I was used to moving around and, like, adapting. Mm-hmm. I feel like it was just normal in my life to move schools. So the
transition wasn't hard for you.
Transition wasn't horrible
here.
Luckily, the middle school had, like, a program, like I don't even remember what they were called anymore, like an Eagle Buddy or whatever.
Okay.
And that's when I met, like, my group of friends, like
Your
Paige
friends.
and Hannah and Kylie.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What a throwback. What a
They were
throwback.
some of my first friends.
Wow.
And yeah, the transition was very easy. And then I joined the dance team, made a bunch of friends that way.
Yeah. And this was, so you were in, like, this was middle school.
This was, like, the second half of 6th grade. Okay. Yeah.
Did you do dance before? No, so you jumped into dance middle school.
I jumped into dance because when we came to, I guess, like, not on board, but, like, register us, I guess, for school, they're like, okay, well, like, you can either do dance or PE.
Oh.
And I was like, you will not catch me in a gym.
Yeah.
You will not catch me running. And that still stands to this day.
That does still stand.
So I was like, I guess I'll do dance, see how I like it.
Yeah.
And I ended up loving it and falling in love with it. And danced from middle school all through high school.
Yeah.
And
that was your main focus, too.
Yeah. I didn't do anything else.
So, I mean, throughout high school, middle school area time. So, for you people that do not know, Maddie and I did go to high school together. We were very close in high school as well, like sophomore year and on. Freshman year, we didn't know each other
Freshman year,
much.
not so much.
But sophomore year on, we were like 2 little peas in a pod for the most part. I was in no way, shape, or form in dance, but I did spend all of my lunches in the dance room.
Yes.
But, so let's, like, drive through that a little bit, because dance became a massive portion of your life.
Absolutely.
So, was medical still something that you were interested in at that time, or do you think that you kind of, like, ebbed and flowed with that?
I still knew I wanted to be in the medical field. Okay. I think senior year you were able to choose, like, tracks in high school, and I chose, like, pre-med, like the pre-med or the medical sciences track. Still didn't know what I wanted to do with it.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I figured I'd go to PA school, but I was just, I had no idea.
Yeah, it was like a generic, like, I still think this is an area I'm interested in. Just, like, don't know what area, like, what niche within that area.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Like, I don't know.
Was
I didn't know exactly.
Yeah, was dance ever something that was like, oh, this could be like an option for my future?
No.
Okay.
I am still very passionate about dance,
Mm-hmm.
and I love it. And if I ever have kids, then I will put them in dance.
Yeah.
For me, I knew I wasn't going to dance in college.
Okay.
Like, I knew after high school,
Mm-hmm.
my dance career wasn't going to take off. Because, like, the
Yeah.
Legacies are really a really good, like,
They
great
are.
team.
They're really good.
And with no dance background, I feel like I turned out to be a very good dancer.
You did. You were like
But-
one of the like main people or whatever.
Almost.
Almost.
Almost. But it wasn't ever a career
It was a hobby.
goal. Yeah, it was a hobby.
Yeah.
My sister, on the other hand, that's her whole life.
Yeah, she loves
There are a
dance.
bunch of
And she's
people.
crazy good.
Yeah.
She
And-
dances for the Seahawks. Go watch her. Go support her.
I have an NFL
We love
cheerleader
Lauren
sister.
Nuessner.
That's my biggest flex.
She's so cool.
She
She's
is
such
super
a cool
cool.
person.
She's
Anyway,
super fun.
and she's literally stunningly gorgeous. Talk about staring at a screen and going blind. That is Lauren.
I'm so proud.
Yeah. It's the whole family, actually. Never mind. Take it back. It's the whole new
You
family.
think Ridge is super beautiful?
He's a cute boy.
He's a good looking guy.
Yeah.
I think
I
he's
haven't
good
seen him in a
looking.
few years, but like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's taller than you now.
That's nuts. He will forever be Little Ridge in my brain. Actually,
Always.
it's only been like a year since I saw him. But still.
Oh, no, he wasn't at your wedding.
No.
Kids were not invited.
Kids
I don't
were
blame
not
him.
invited.
Or don't blame her.
Yikes. Plus, Ridge is old enough to make himself dinner
Ridge,
when your parents leave the house.
to be honest, don't know if he'd recognize you on the street. I don't know how much that little kid takes in his little brain.
It couldn't be enough. It couldn't
probably
be enough
wouldn't
to
even
recognize
recognize
me. No, I'd have to stop and I'd be like, "Hey,
Hey.
Ridge, it's Grace Drinkard, Maddie's best friend," and he'd be like, "Oh,
Hey,
hey."
he's a man of few words.
He is.
The older he gets, the better.
Yeah, yeah.
The better he is about holding a conversation.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
yeah, no, dance was never
Okay.
on the
docket.
docket.
Yeah.
Medical, it was there, but I
Yeah.
didn't know really what I wanted to do.
So, after high school, left, ended up going to Arkansas. What did you go in with originally? Because
I
you
went
switched a few
in-
times.
I went in with a chemistry degree.
Okay.
Or chemistry major.
Whew! I don't even remember that phase of your life.
It was very quickly switched.
Okay. She went to OChem and she said, absolutely
I didn't even think I
not.
made it that far. I made it to like Chem 1. And I was like, this sucks.
This is the worst.
So
As
then I
every
changed-
college student ever said.
Well, apparently chemistry is like the hardest major on campus.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I think
don't
for
know.
most colleges, from what I've heard, OChem, round the world, I've heard is tragically
Yes.
horrible.
Tragically horrible.
Yeah.
No, that quickly changed. And then I changed it to bio.
Okay. Also impressively hard.
It's hard. But I didn't like it. Mm-hmm. Like, I still had to take Chem 1, Chem 2. Like, you still have to take all the chems. Mm-hmm. Like, the whole point is for me to get out of this.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. Mm-hmm. And at that point, that was when I was like, college sucks. I don't want to be here. So then I was like, let me find like one of the easiest majors in my mind that was opposite of science. I changed it to criminal justice. So like polar opposite.
She also had like black hair at this point.
I
And
had
you
just
like
finished
had
watching-
like the most tinge of goth in your style in life. And you were like, I'm a criminal justice major.
I'm a criminal justice major. I'm so
It really, it all
edgy.
fit. It all fit. It really did.
Well, I just finished watching.
Winged eyeliner at all points.
Oh, that, yeah.
Never
Given.
saw you without it.
Given.
Yeah.
That was like carrying on from high school.
Yeah. But it
What a
really
wild
added
time.
on with the criminal justice major.
And I had just finished watching all 22 seasons at the time of SVU.
Yes.
So I was like, this is super passionate. This is what I'm passionate about. And then I talked to my neighbor here that is a detective. And he's like, it sucks. Like, it's all desk work. Like, you're hardly ever out in the field, like, actually working on something.
Yeah.
And then if you want to be a detective, you have to be a street cop for like 10 years, which no hate to street cops. Their job is amazing. Couldn't be me.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
Maddie would see someone fly by going 20 miles an hour over, and she'd be like, oh, that's a lot of effort to go get you. I'm going to let you go.
To ignore that.
Yeah.
Because I've been in your shoes. Yeah, it didn't seem like fun.
Up your alley.
I didn't want to take 10 years to grow into my career.
Yeah.
Which, at this point, I've already taken 10 years to grow into my career.
Yeah, but that's different. You had 10 years of experimenting versus 10 years of dedication to doing something you don't like.
That's true.
Yeah. I'd say this one was more
I'm glad
worthy.
I changed it.
Yeah.
So I ended up changing it.
Yes,
So
this is
then-
now we're going on 4th degree change. What's coming up?
Criminal justice. Yes. 4th
Yep.
was public health. And from then on, I loved it. It was super interesting to me. It had all the psych, the anthropology, the sociology, like all the humanity sciences in it without any of like the major sciences.
Yeah.
All about humans and interacting and caring for people. And I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't change it.
Yeah.
I still find it like I'm still one of my big passions. Without a master's degree in public health, there is absolutely nothing that you can do. I'm sure there is, but nothing
That you wanted, that piqued your interest.
Yeah, like research, like you have to have like a master's or a doctorate. And I was like, at that point, I was like,
Yeah.
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 I'm not doing that. So graduated, got a job with the state, contract job. Worked there for 3 months.
Yeah.
And then my contract was up and they were like, we're not renewing your whole team's contract because the vaccines had just came out. And we were like,
during COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like we were case investigators.
Yeah.
So we were like a step up from like contact tracers. But then the vaccines came out and I went from calling 60 people a day to calling like 1, 2. And I was like, so I wasn't shocked when they didn't renew our contract. And then I went to work as a medical assistant at the office that my mom worked at in pain management.
Yeah.
Loved it. It was great.
What do you have to do to be a medical assistant? Like what? Like nothing?
I mean, like there are programs where you can become like a certified medical assistant. But the companies that I've worked for just train you on the job. Because it's just like
you don't have to have a degree?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay, sweet.
Most people don't. I would go to say that most people don't have a degree.
Okay.
They may have gone to like MA school.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how long that is.
Okay.
It might be like 9 months.
Okay.
I don't know.
What do you do as an MA?
Pull the patients from the waiting room into their own like exam room, take vitals, ask them how they're doing.
Okay.
Ask what the issue is. Any questions? No. In pain management, we had to do like pill counts, which now I look back, I'm like, you trusted an 18-year-old with your pill counts. That's crazy. But yeah, it was straightforward.
Okay.
I only lasted in that position for like a year, maybe less than a year. And then I got the itch.
Yeah.
I was like, what's next?
To try something new, to grow.
Yes. So I applied to a job. And just due to my lack of experience at that point, I didn't get it. But they offered me a medical scribe position with neurosurgery within the same company. And loved it. It was so fun.
So question there. You know where I'm headed with this. But being a scribe in neurosurgery, you have your own whole background with anything neuro. Do you think that first off, I'm going to need you to explain what a scribe is in the medical field.
I just chisel words into rock.
Oh my God. Okay, Moses. Isn't it Moses with the Ten Commandments? Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure.
I think that sounds right.
If I'm incorrect, you can correct me.
I'm still on my religion journey right now, y'all.
Aren't we all? I'm 20 years in, so yeah. Anyway, you're gonna have to describe what a scribe is in the medical field for me. But then also, do you think that being a scribe within neurosurgery was piqued with your interest because of your previous past? And if you can give like a little synopsis on that one.
Yeah. I guess we'll start from the beginning. So when I was a junior in high school,
it
was like between junior and senior year when I was officially diagnosed.
Okay.
So I was diagnosed with brain cancer. My whole world crumbled. No, I'm kidding. I had a great support system. I had a surgery that confirmed brain cancer. But I did fundraisers. Relay for Life hard. And like St. Baldrick's and the Marnie, like Run for the Rose. Yeah, I don't really know. I guess like what led to the diagnosis?
No, not what led. Like, so you had this whole diagnosis or whatever. Whenever you were a scribe in neurosurgery, do you think that like kind of your past experience with having like personal experience with neurosurgery led into the reason why you liked being a scribe in neurosurgery so much?
Partly, yes. Okay. It wasn't the same type of neurosurgery.
Okay.
The neurosurgery I was working in was like spine surgery.
Okay.
And it was pain management. So it was like, like spinal cord I say, like you're well versed in the pain management world.
Get the gist.
But
yeah.
It was like spinal cord stimulators and injections and minor surgeries to the vertebrae.
Okay. Only the most valuable thing in your body.
Yeah. It wasn't like brain surgery.
Okay.
I guess it did like spark an interest because they were like, oh, we have this position. I was like, oh, neurosurgery. Like, what does that entail? Like, very basic spine surgery.
Okay. So then, as far as like being a scribe, what's entailed?
So I was paired with a surgeon, and we would go into the like exam rooms, like for their appointments, and everything that the doctor would say, the patient would say, my vitals that I would gather, like certain signs and whatever, I would put them all into the chart. I was typing my little heart out. Just.
She had long nails at this time.
I know.
Too.
Now
She had long nails fake anymore. Nails, and that girl was typing up a storm.
Typing flat fingered. I had a patient comment on it. She's like, "You type flat fingered," and I'm like, "Yes, I do."
I've got claws.
So yeah, a scribe is basically just like transcribing everything that's said.
I honestly didn't know they did that within ORs. I obviously knew they did it within courtrooms.
Well, yeah, in courtrooms, yes. In ORs, yes, but I wasn't in the OR. This was just like in the exam, like the clinic.
Oh, okay, got it.
Like
when the doctor would like come in and prep them.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. This was like before their surgery and then like after their surgery, but like not the surgery day. Okay. They have fourth floor nurses for that.
Got it. Okay. So jumping forward here, enough time on scribe and MA and all that jazz. You inevitably decided you wanted to go back to either PA school or nursing school. You ended up choosing nursing school. Give me like a quick rundown of first. I know you already said that you mentally didn't want to go back to school. So how was that hurdle for you, getting from point A to point B and then getting into school and realizing like, I knew there was a time where you were like, wait, this is fun because I'm good at this.
Yeah.
So like, tell me about that process a little bit.
So I knew I didn't want to go back to school. I was anti-school at this point. But after neurosurgery, I worked in neurology. And then the next step up was management. And I didn't want to be a manager. At 22, 23 years old,
Yeah.
I'm not old enough to be a manager. I don't even think I would have the experience at that point to be a manager. So then I would just be stuck. But I loved patient care. Loved it. So I was like, well, looks like I'm going back to school.
Yeah.
I looked at PA versus nursing. PA, those darn chems kept getting in the way. So after trying a Chem 2 class and dropping out of it, or not dropping out, but dropping it.
Yeah.
And realizing there's just no way that I could pass that.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I already have all the prereqs for nursing school, so I'll go back to nursing school. And then I can always move up from there. Like, I can be a nurse practitioner. I can go get my DNP.
Yeah.
There's so much you can do.
Yeah.
And you're patient-facing, direct patient care. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So then I applied, got into UT.
Which was like, I remember that day.
Okay. I know, me
I
too.
remember that day when you got in. And
I was
like,
here.
Oh my God.
I was here, actually,
Yeah.
watching your dogs, or your mom's dogs.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it was wild. I was raised a Razorback, and then I got accepted to UT, and I was like, well, I guess I got to put on some burnt orange.
Yep.
Yeah, it was awesome. And from the point I started school, I knew that this was the right move.
Yeah.
Like, every class was interesting. I loved it. It all applied to real world examples.
Yeah.
Real world situations. Like, we are actually going to treat somebody with heart failure. Mm-hmm. So learning this might be important.
Yeah.
Like, it was so fun. And you got to see a little bit of everything in nursing school. Like, pediatrics and psych and a retirement home and the hospital. Like, you got to see a little bit of everything, and it was amazing. Still got my license and had no idea what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So now we're here.
Yeah.
About to graduate in 6 weeks.
I know. And we'll tell them a little bit about your program too, because it wasn't just a typical nursing program.
Yeah. So my program is called Alternate Entry. So everybody that is in my cohort, they all have a major outside of nursing. Mm-hmm. And the average age for the program is like 35, like the people in the program. Given there are kids that, or not kids, but adults that have just graduated from college that are like 21, 22. Yeah. But the average age for the person in the program is like probably 30, 35. It's built as a second career. The first year, the first 11 months, because you don't do anything in December, is nursing school and clinicals. Mm-hmm. We were in some sort of clinical setting, whether it's psych or just in a community space or hospital, like 4 out of the 5 days a week.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
Yeah,
it might be
close
3.
Enough. Okay.
It was, yeah. Yeah, it was 3 clinical days and 2 class days. We were there 5 days a week.
Okay.
For 11 months. And then after the 11 months, you took your NCLEX, you got your license. We were the only cohort, I think, ever to have 100% NCLEX pass rate.
Wow.
And this was before AI came out. This was like before AI was popular.
It was true knowledge, people.
It was true knowledge.
Their own brain. Their own noggin.
Absolutely. So we had 100% NCLEX pass rate. So then everybody moved on to the master's portion of the program. Mm-hmm. So basically, for this program, you got your RN license and a master's in leadership, psych, NP, pediatric NP, and adult geriatric clinical nurse specialist.
Wait, which one did you get?
Leadership. So it's not like a nurse practitioner or CNS track. It's an MSN and
got it.
Nursing leadership in diverse settings. I don't know. They like focus it on like inner city and rural communities. Okay. But it could be anywhere. It's diverse.
Yeah. It's diverse.
It's diverse.
As it says.
Yes.
Cool.
So yeah, depending on your track, I had 1.5 years of the master's program. I think a lot of people have 2 years. I went full time, so I wanted to crank it out.
Yeah.
Because the master's program is like, now I remember why I don't like school. Because this is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, love the program. So glad I did it. Found my career. Now I got to figure out what to do with my career.
You're figuring out though. So as far as nursing goes, you've tried quite a few things. So walk me through kind of what were the first few that you knew you didn't want to go into?
Well,
or has that still reigned true?
It's still kind of reigned true. Like, I mean, none of them I've just absolutely hated.
Okay.
The first job I got as a nurse, which I still technically have, I'm now a contract worker because they moved me to a 1099.
Yeah.
I am like a pre-op, post-op nurse in a procedure suite at a pain management facility. So it's literally, that's the best job. You get good pay, chill. No one's actually dying.
Yeah.
It's just, making sure they're awake from sedation, giving them a little snack, take their vitals, and send them on their way. Mm-hmm. But it's like the workflow that is tough. Mm-hmm. But best job. But they don't need me because it's such a small facility that, like, I only am needed when a nurse goes out of town or something.
Yeah.
Love that job. The second job, because I needed a more full-time job.
Yeah.
I worked in plastic surgery. In theory, on paper, that was like the dream job.
Yeah.
Quickly realized that I had no training, and failed miserably. I would cry going into work. It was like a pre-op, intra-op, post-op, basically a peri-op nurse, in a plastic surgery center. So, like, the clientele already wasn't that great. It was very cliquey. I had a surgeon tell me, well, I'm not going to learn your name until you've been here long enough for me to learn it. I'm like, oh, okay. Got called into my manager's office, and she's like, after, like, 8 weeks, we were under the impression that you had more experience. Well, yes, I have experience in pre-op, post-op, but you put me in the OR and I don't have experience. Like, you're just not progressing. And I was like, I agree.
Bye.
And so it was like a mutual
peace out.
Because I was miserable.
Yeah.
I was miserable there. Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate what we were doing, but
it just wasn't the right fit.
And even at that point, I was a new nurse. Like,
yeah,
I wasn't grasping it how I thought I was going to grasp it. I feel like now if I was to go in, like, I would grasp it a little bit better, even a year later.
Yeah.
Just being a nurse.
Yeah.
So after that, I went to home health, and I am a private duty nurse, like a one-on-one nurse with a little girl with cancer, and I love it. I love the flexibility. I love the family.
And I feel like in here, what I've heard is like home health typically gets a pretty bad rap.
Yeah, it's horrible.
So, or reps.
The reputation is horrible, but I love it.
So, what... for someone who's like going into nursing, let's say, or interested in nursing, there's so many opportunities within nursing. If someone was like, I've heard so many bad things about home health, what would you tell them?
It's very dependent on the family and the company. I have a great company that I work for. The family, it took them time to warm up to me as a new grad.
Yeah.
Now we are super tight. Home health is kind of like dating. Luckily, I got lucky the first try, but if you don't mesh well with a family, go back to your company and be like, hey, I don't mesh well with my family.
Yeah.
And then they'll find you another family to go work with.
Okay. So they help you find a good fit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love I mean, I love the family that I work with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be sad because home health too is traditionally or more typically nurses that are looking to retire, looking for an easier gig. I know eventually that I'll leave my family and it's going to be the worst day ever. But I know with my master's degree, like I will have to progress my career.
Yeah.
Like, and there's only so far. I could stay with the family forever, but
yeah,
there's no
next for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if someone was going into nursing, and nursing can be a little overwhelming just because of how many different tracks, niches, subjects, focuses, all that kind of stuff. Like, I feel like it's never ending. I'm constantly hearing about new routes that you can take within nursing. What advice would you give to someone that's interested in nursing, but is a little stressed out because they can't figure out what within nursing they want to do?
I still don't know what route in nursing I want to do.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you're going into nursing, do it because you want to be a nurse. Don't do it for the money. First of all, in Texas, the money is horrible. Like, it's not anywhere compared to, like, other states.
Yeah.
But you will find, like, I've dabbled in a few different areas, and I found kind of where I want to go.
Yeah.
But the great thing about nursing is that it's like decision fatigue almost, where like there's so many options that you can pick from.
Yeah.
That you can do anything.
You're never going to be stuck.
No.
You're never going to be bored. If you are bored, you have a bajillion different options to pivot towards and still use your degree. And it's an ever-changing field that, like, if you want to help people and you like medical things, go into it and just fly by the seat of your pants, because nursing is kind of one of the few careers that you get to do that.
There's so much stability. Well, like, you could do bedside nursing. You could do things in politics, things in administration, things in public health and child health and home health. And there's
something
a million
for so
other subtopics that you could pick in nursing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely pick it for the right reason. Don't just go in because it's a stable career field. You have to be passionate about it, or else it'll show.
100%.
Like, people will know.
What kind of characteristics do you think that people need to be a successful nurse?
Adaptability. I feel like in the nurse world, no matter what field you're in, there's always changes being made. So adaptability, accountability. Like, you have to show up to work on time.
Yeah.
Like, in an office job, you might be able to show up 9, 10, whatever.
Yeah.
A nurse job, you're going to be waiting for that person at 6:30 or whenever your shift starts. Like, come on.
It's also like people might actually be dying. They actually might be dying, so you better be on time.
Well, like, one of the nurses for my current job, like, chronically shows up 15, 20 minutes late, from what I've heard. I mean, she's another day nurse, but I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
Yeah.
In any setting. You also have to be compassionate, which I know is super cliche, but like,
it's
that
true,
comes
though.
with patient care. Like, you can't be judgmental. Like, you don't know what everybody's going through.
No, you really don't.
You're not God, so who are you to judge how people are coping or how people are handling different situations? Like, you just kind of become adaptable and compassionate and just kind of take it with a grain of salt. They might snap at you, but they don't. For the most part, it's probably not personal.
Yeah. Okay, so on the flip side of that, what do you think are some characteristics that are not good to have as a nurse?
I mean, I think being lazy isn't a great great, what is it called? Characteristic. Like, even doing an easy job, like, you still have to document because it's still a legally binding document. Again, like, you have to want it. You can't just be like laissez-faire, just chilling.
Yeah. You have to have the passion for it.
You have to have the passion.
Or else it's just going to be quick burnout.
Yeah.
Is what I
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are people in my cohort that I'm like, you're not here for the right reason. But whatever.
That's okay. They'll weed themselves out. They'll find
something.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah. But yeah, you have to want to be a nurse. You can fall into it, but it's not going to end well.
So for you and your career so far and going through nursing school and everything, what have you gotten out of it? Because obviously, when someone finds a job that really fits with them and they find their purpose, which I full faith think that you have, there's obviously some kind of fulfillment that you get out of it. Mm-hmm. What do you think is the fulfillment that you get out of nursing?
Right now, it's just being able, the stability of my current job, like, to go in and have my patient, like, run up and hug me.
Yeah.
Or, like, want to tell me her story. Like, I'm just, or her give me, I don't know, a little piece of paper that big that she cut out, but she wants to give it to me. Like, it's building that relationship and her knowing that I will take care of her if her parent, like, whenever her parents aren't around.
Yeah.
Like,
it's the trust.
It's the trust that I've built with the patient. Because it did take a little bit. It wasn't overnight.
No.
It wasn't first day I show up, she likes me. Like, we had to build trust.
Yeah.
And a mutual respect for each other. And it just is really fulfilling to see how well, like, I mesh with the patient and with her family.
Yeah.
They told me I was a gold star nurse. And I'm like, how am I ever going to leave y'all?
Yeah. Which this wasn't always the case either. Like, there were certain points in the beginning where you're like, I don't know if this is going to be a good fit.
Oh, girl, I was crying. It's like, they hate me. But
it all
given
shifts.
they do have a medically fragile child. Like, now I look back with, like, compassion. Like, how can I judge them for wanting the best care for their daughter?
Yeah.
And now, like, I've built that trust up with the parents and with the patient. And yeah, they called me a gold star nurse and I about started crying.
Words of affirmation.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Might be your love language.
Might be.
Maybe. Yeah.
And I was like, well, what do you mean? Like, gold star nurse, like, I'm a new grad. I have no experience, like, with kids, let alone, like, certain medical conditions that she has. And the mom was like, you show up, you treat our daughter well, you're responsible. Like, that's all we can ask. I mean, it's the bare minimum, but, like,
there's a lot of people that don't show up with the bare minimum.
No.
Or don't even naturally have the bare minimum.
Like, people do this job and don't care. Like, you're going into these people's houses. Like, what? But
so what do you think what do you want for future nurse Maddie?
I need more experience. So I think my next step is going into the hospital. Ideally trying to find a residency, so that I can still have that education backing and preceptor backing. Yeah. That's probably the next step. Honestly, if I can go into med surge. Yeah. Like, it builds a good base, good foundation.
What is med surge, by the way?
Oh, sorry. It's medical surgical. It's basically, please don't ask me to explain it. It's acute exacerbations of chronic issues. So like,
Okay, so chronic issues, little things that happen with chronic issues.
it's chronic issues with like, if you have heart failure,
Yeah.
you can live with heart failure.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, like,
There might be little things that happen within heart failure
yes,
that you
that
have to
all of a
fix.
sudden, like,
Okay.
your patient will deteriorate.
Yeah.
So
it's
it's-
like people who have like liver disease. You know, they come in all the time. They get their blood pumped, cleaned.
Dialyzed.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Dialysis. And it's like something could go wrong there.
Yeah.
It's you.
Or it's like,
Okay.
like,
You get
I
to
guess-
touch a lot.
you get your heart failure patients, your kidney failure, your liver failure, your COPD, your asthma, like pretty much everybody that comes into the ER.
All I can think of, I'm laughing because all I can think of is that commercial. Hi, I'm Doug, and I have mesothelioma. That's all I can think of.
What's that from?
It
Is that
used
one
to
of
be
those
on the
law ads?
radio, like on the
I'm
Bobby
Doug.
Bones show.
Oh my
Anyway,
gosh.
you said COPD, and that's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
Continue.
So I think that's my next step. Like, just get it, like building that foundation of nursing knowledge.
Yeah,
Being down in the trenches, if you will.
yeah.
Because med-surg isn't a desirable position.
No, people go into it to get the most out of it, and then they skedaddle about to like the places that they find interest them during
Yeah.
med-surg.
People go into med-surg for that like 1 year of experience.
Yeah.
That 1 year of nursing experience, and then they leave. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what's
So-
next.
And I'm not saying I'm going to go into it for 1 year. Who knows? I might love it. Like
You might.
Dane's mom was a med-surg nurse forever.
She's got it built in her blood.
Yeah.
That's my husband, by the way, Dane.
yeah. Dane is
My husband's
the lovely
mother
Dane.
is a nurse as well, and she was, I believe, in med-surg.
I
And
believe she was.
It fits her so well.
It does.
She
has
is
good
a busy
personality.
body. She is like, she loves putting out fires.
Yeah.
It's right up her alley. But
I think so too.
I
She
love
loves
that
it.
that's your next steps.
We'll see.
I love that you have a little bit of a plan. Okay, so a few closing questions. One being, if you could give yourself advice when you were just trying to figure it out. You didn't know that you wanted to be a nurse. In fact, I mean, you knew for so long that you wanted to be in medical, but you didn't know where within that.
Yeah.
If you could go back to you, I don't know, maybe let's say just finding public health, right? And you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do before I graduate. What would you tell yourself?
Honestly, don't stress out about trying to figure out what your next steps are, because
They're going to happen.
everything falls into place.
Yeah.
Everything works out exactly how God's plan is, like, or how God intends for it to. Like, everything works out.
You just have to have
I knew
faith
I was
and
gonna.
trust.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna end up in the medical field. I didn't know when
Mm-hmm.
or how or where, but look at me now.
Yeah.
Here I am. Yeah, just don't stress yourself out. Like, don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Everything happens.
I said this in a few podcasts ago, but I really do think it rings true for most everyone. But someone a while ago told me this, and I don't remember who, but they said your 20s is for finding out where you want to build your foundation, your 30s is for building the foundation, and your 40s are for building the house on the foundation.
Oh, that's
And
so cute.
I feel like that rings true because your 20s,
does.
like, you're just trying to figure out what property do you want to buy?
Yeah.
What land, in what state, in what city, in what kind of environment? Do you want
That's
the
so
desert? Do you
true.
want the mountains? Do you want the beach? What do you want? Because your 20s is to figure out that spot,
Yeah,
that hypothetical spot.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always was, I was thinking, man, like, especially when I first started nursing school, like, I'm so behind. Like, all of my friends that got their bachelor's in nursing, like, knew that they wanted to be a nurse or in college. I'm like, now here I am, like, 24 at the time, going back to
Yeah.
school. I'm like, I am just so behind. But it all works out.
You know,
and now I have a master's.
And I think that most individuals that get to their later part in life, every single one of them that I've met that claims to be a late bloomer was really grateful that they were a late bloomer because they tried so many things. Everyone I know that got to be in their later years that figured it out immediately or went into something that was like right in front of them have always said, I wish that I tried more things.
Yeah.
I think coming from one late bloomer to another,
late bloomer squad.
I think these 20s of trying everything under the moon was more beneficial than I think we even know now. I think we're going to look back later in life and be like, I'm so happy that I found so many things I didn't to try to figure out the few things that I really did. Because we'll never look back and we'll be like, I didn't try that and I kind of wish I had.
Yeah.
We'll be like, no, we tried it and we sucked at it. And we hated it. We cried daily.
Yes.
But we utilized it and we moved forward and we found what really worked for us and what, God had intended for us.
I agree.
How do you think that your faith has played a part into you finding what you think your purpose is and kind of like motivating you into it?
So I've always been like Christian. I've always been religious.
You always had a relationship with God.
I've always had a relationship with God. And then I realized, not even when Miguel and I first started dating, like probably within the last year and a half or so, like I need to continue, like develop that more and put more trust in God. And because he knows all, like he will guide you where he needs you to be, where you're supposed to be. And I think I finally accepted that as like, not as like I'm going to let go of the wheel and God will put me where he wants me, but as like
you got to put the car in drive.
Yes.
And then he'll steer the wheel.
Yes.
But you have to be the one to take the foot off the brake.
Yeah. I think coming to the conclusion that I need to develop my relationship with God a little bit more kind of was the catalyst of I can do hard things. I can try. God, he definitely now, like, I go to church regularly. Not every weekend but I'm building.
You know what? Going to church every weekend, like, sure, community is super important, but like, it's more important to have a relationship with God than to be in that building. Once, twice a week.
Even today, I've been going to this church now for a year.
Which, shout out Red Rocks. We all love you dearly.
We do. I've been going to the Red Rocks now for close to a year, whether it be on YouTube or in person or whatever. And today was supposed to be the day where I'm like, okay, I'm finally going to go to the welcome party instead of just the normal, like, walk into the service and then leave. I did not go to that welcome party.
Oh,
the service, I was so hungry.
Oh, that's valid.
And I was like, I cannot throw on a fake smile and have a conversation with like all of these people that want to meet me. I don't want to meet them today right now.
Yeah.
I could come back.
Next week.
I'm
going to hold you to that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was kind of, and this just popped in my head, but you said there was kind of like a realization that you needed to grow that relationship more. What was that? What did it take, and what was that realization for you?
I think seeing my boyfriend in his religion, he's Catholic. So they are very traditional with their funerals and the quinceañeras and everything,
All
like
the
holidays.
Yeah.
Like, we're going more to Catholic churches than I was going to my own church. So I was like, that I loved seeing their tradition and their faith like on full show, and I wanted to build my own, like develop my own relationship deeper with God. It really took me seeing it, being like, wow, like this is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. I love this relationship that y'all have with God. For me to actually start building my own relationship.
Yeah. Shout out Miguel.
Shout out Miguel.
I think that rings true for a lot of relationships, you know. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Dane has a relationship with Christ now, is because he saw the relationship that I had with Christ and the relationship my family had with Christ, and was like, wow, that's really cool. And I think that tends to be the case for most relationships.
Yeah, there's always one that, well, not always, because I've been in plenty of relationships where there hasn't been any relationship with God.
I feel like the set ones.
But the set ones, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, but that's the whole point, is you have one person that excels in something and the other one gets to become better.
yeah.
And sometimes it ebbs and flows. You know, like sometimes Dane's the one that's like pushing me along, and he'll be like, how's your relationship with God recently? And I'll be like, maybe that's why I'm being a total
Maybe
turd
I do need
nugget.
to go back to church.
Maybe like I'm in my luteal phase and I'm really not, my relationship with Christ right now, I'm really not feeling him in my daily bones, you know. Got it. Thanks, babe. But anyway, not the point. I think you have such incredible history, and I think you have such incredible things to come with your career and just everything entangled with that, and I could not be more jazzed for you in your future.
Thank you.
You're literally already the best nurse I've ever met, but you're gonna
Okay.
you care more for people than more people
I do care
I'd ever
deeply.
know.
I tend to care deeply.
It also might be because you're my best friend,
I
but
do love you.
you are indeed an incredible nurse, and I do see
thank you.
a very, very bright future for all the things that you're going to do. You're going to thrive. And I'm just excited for you, and I'm so happy that you got to come on and actually do the real thing, the one that will be posted.
Good luck editing this. This is long.
It's okay. But yeah, thank you for coming on. I love you.
Thank you for having me. Back to you. Back to you, girl.
And we're going to circle back right to you.
Just like watching you grow, doing podcasts, seeing how your interests wax and wane, and where you end up. I'm excited to see where you end up as well.
Yeah, well, I like this one. So
Yeah, this
for
is
all you
fun.
people listening, we're not going anywhere anytime soon. So keep
We will
listening.
actually be doing this podcast for another 4 hours.
We're live streaming. Join right now.
Join. That'd be fun.
And that would be. Honestly, we should do another episode to where it's not career.
I'd be down.
Because we can yap, guys. We can yap.
I was thinking about that today, like when I left my little studio, and my parents are sitting on the back porch, and then of course get the 3 of us together, and we can yap.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, Grace is. I told Grace 4:30, and I'm looking at my watch, and it's 4:31. I haven't even left my house yet.
Granted, your house is literally
It's 5 minutes
4
away.
minutes away.
Yeah, it's super close. And I was like, well, Grace will understand, because
Oh, yeah. I
she
can
understands
yap.
my family yaps, but then we can also yap.
I mean, come on. The Nuessner yaps, they're great yaps.
Yeah, if you
They're
say
fun
so.
yaps.
They're
They are
fun
fun
yaps.
yaps. Everyone always has something interesting to input.
There's always something going on.
There really, truly is.
You really have to like insert yourself to be part of the conversation.
You do, but I'm good at that.
yes, you are.
So it works out.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Love you dearly.
Love you.
Thank you for coming on. If you have the passion to be a nurse, just do it.
Yeah.
Don't let the burnout of school get you down. Kick the bucket and run.
If you want to be a nurse, go to school. You'll find that passion.
The school will be fun
will
because you
passion.
like the passion.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.